we got a ton more to talk about with the situation with Cripmac, China Mac, now Lupe, Adam22, and Momma Bear. Shout out to Momma Bear. First of all, she checked out one of the latest videos, had some real nice things to say about the content, and I appreciate that. I pinned that comment because it means the world to me. I think that she's such a nice woman. She gives a good impression. She calls it out. She sees it, but also seems like a real sweetheart. So shout out to you, and I appreciate you checking in. So with that being said, first we're going to talk about, before we get to the Lupe situation, we got to talk about C-Mac's new video, which I've linked in the description. And it was a court update, and it's not looking good. It's looking like he's going to be spending a bunch of years. He was saying he's going to be spending some nifty years. A lot of people in the chat are saying 5 years. Look, I'm an East Coast dude. I don't know if nifty equals 5. Educate me, please. But, and I'm not even laughing, smiling about the situation. I'm just saying I just don't know what the F that means. You know, I don't know if that's 5 years, if it's 10 years. But let me know in the comments and everything, and hit that like, because it lets me know. And, you know, the more likes and comments, it lets me know, continue this story. Keep covering this story. This is what y'all enjoy. I'm here to cover what you guys are interested in, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, Lupe wrote something on her IG, and it set the comment section on fire, where China Mac got into it. So Lupe writes, "My bro fighting for his freedom, and we got mofos trying to go viral and will leave when they need you. You were never his friend. You fake everything, even a friendship." Then in the stories, she writes, "No matter what I go through, I will never turn my back on my real friends. And this is my last story about the situation." Then in the comments, you have China Mac writing, "I am going to pray for you, Lupe. Adam has such a disdain for me because I cannot be bought. He wants to use his money and power to use and manipulate. That is his nature. I pray that you start to realize when you are being used and when you are being presented with genuineness." And then Lupe writes back, "Don't leave. He needs you." Then good old Momma Bear, C-Mac Momma Bear writes, "That's definitely not who China Mac is. So I don't know who you are talking about. But I saw firsthand how China Mac was in my son's corner. I don't know where all this is coming from, but it needs to stop." China Mac responds to Momma Bear and says, "Thank you for being the voice of reason. Nothing but love to you and Granny Bear." There's so much going on in this post. China Mac won't be at the next hearing. That's what this guy Joel wrote. And Momma Bear wrote, at this point, he's not obligated to. So we're going to get into my thoughts, and you right there, you, and you over there. Yeah, and you with the big booty. I hope you all are leaving comments on your thoughts on everything. I think Lupe got a big heart. She seems like a stand-up chick, ride or die. And I think she's just really frustrated because of what's going on with C-Mac, you know? And I know she knows that China Mac really was doing well for C-Mac, right? Because what she wrote in there, you know, about like, you know, don't leave, like stay with the homie, you know, rock out, like he needs you. That's the impression I got from what she wrote. And then what we seen also was Momma Bear, Cripmac's mom, defending China Mac again. Now look, mamas know what time it is. You know, that's her son. She's seen it all. So her continuously always, you know, getting China Mac's back really means something, man. It really does. And when I first was reading what Lupe wrote, I thought she was throwing a shot at Adam22 at first until I finished reading it. Because it seemed like Adam was the one that posted the video that like was like the whole thing about like China Mac and the culture, our culture. We covered that whole video. You have to watch that video. You have to. It's mandatory. I'm gonna put a playlist of all the videos to make life easy for you. I thought she was talking about him, you know, making a video to go viral, because I felt like that particular video was really something where he was like trying to trigger people by saying stuff, like especially the culture line. and all that. I mean, Adam is not a stupid guy. I think at times he says stuff to get people fired up. And I'm pretty sure he knew that would fire people up, talking about our culture. You know, it's kind of controversial right there. And then plus what he said about China Mac is also gonna, it's a shot, it's a shot at China Mac. It's gonna go viral. So I thought she was going at him, but when you continue reading, it clearly, in my eyes, from my opinion, it feels like she's talking about China Mac. And once again, China Mac said in his statement that he spoke to C-Mac 3 times on the phone before C-Mac posted the whole tough guy video, right? Now, we got to put in perspective, though, that C-Mac, he's got issues, He does have issues, right? So he's in jail. He's got issues. He's frustrated. He's not thinking, right? So some people I know are thinking, yo, we got to put all that in perspective. Come on, China Mac, help him out. But at the same time, what the hell is China Mac supposed to do? He did a whole lot. He was trying to get all these damn signatures to bring to the judge and everything. He's doing all types of stuff, right? I mean, he's not a lawyer. And C-Mac said in that video, which I've linked in the description, that he had an attorney. Like, how much can this man possibly do? He's a human, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what people expect this man to do. He's not Superman. You guys think he's just gonna, just go through the damn brick wall and just grab C-Mac and free him? Like, what can this man possibly do? He did everything he could do, in my opinion. And that's my opinion. And please do not agree with me just to agree with me, all right? Please disagree with me if you want to. This is a conversation, right? It's YouTube. I'm just trying to set up a conversation. I love Mac Adventures. Huge fan. I say at the end of most of these videos, it reminds me of Robin Big from back in the days, right? A little more hood, but it definitely gives me that vibe. And I enjoyed it. It's sad what happened. It really is sad. Hopefully, as I said in a prior video, they say time heals all wounds. Hopefully, China Mac and C-Mac eventually can become cool. But I feel like what C-Mac did definitely had China Mac feeling like, yo, I can't trust this guy, right? Because I'm watching and I'm doing these videos and analyzing it and putting my foot in each one of their shoes to try to understand where they're coming from. And the one thing with China Mac is, if I was China Mac and I was doing a lot of different stuff to help C-Mac, and he did that, and I spoke to him 3 times on the phone and he didn't mention once about, yo, I'm hearing inside shit that you being the tough guy and yada, 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 blah, 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 right? Like, if I didn't hear him say that to me on the phone and then he puts out the piece of content, I'm looking at it like, oh, so now you just using me for content, right? You just trying to get some last minute views while you in the pen, right? While you in jail right now. So like, that's how I would look at it, But at the same time, no one's perfect. But at the same time, sometimes you got to step away because you're feeling like you're being used. I've been there mad times, man. As a content creator, I've had people on my other channel. I have this big sneaker channel. It's called The Sneaker Addict. I've had tons of people that I've had as regular personalities. They don't appreciate shit. They backstab me, man. And then I try to keep it going, and it was a waste of time, right? And that's the thing, man. Sometimes you got to really protect yourself. And China Mac is not a young guy anymore, right? Keep in mind, he did 10 years in jail. 10 years deleted from his life, in jail. Like, he's not a young guy. He's not old, but he's not a young guy. He don't got time to waste. He's got to protect himself, right? Like, people that are young aren't going to understand that. But if you're in your 30s, your 40s, I'm pretty sure he's probably around 30, 40. Like, time is ticking, You can't waste time right now. Time is something you can't get back. And I appreciate every single one of you that's still watching right now, man. Write free Cripmac in the comment section if you're still watching. Because look, man, even if you're not happy with what Cripmac did, man, like, the guy was doing well. He wasn't, hurting people. He wasn't doing shit like that, As I said earlier, I heard he got caught with the piece, right? protection, man. He's out there. He got to protect himself, man. But I think that what China Mac was doing, man, he was getting them away from the streets and doing all types of cool stuff, that some real nifty stuff, as Cripmac would say. And it was entertaining, man. I think that it's such a shame that C-Mac got in trouble. And it's such a shame that C-Mac put out that tough guy video. But we can't change the past, right? We can't live in the past. Hopefully, C-Mac will be back sooner versus later, good behavior and all that. But I think it's absurd how people expect so much from China Mac. One of the last videos, not the last video, but one of the last videos, Cripmac was just listing over and over. Cripmac just laid down a list. It's in my last episode of all the things that China Mac was doing for him. China Mac was doing everything for him. I mean, shit, I want to be friends with China Mac, man. Shit, China Mac seemed like a real stand-up dude, man. Like for all the shit China Mac was doing, come on, man. That's love right there. So hopefully down the road, they will piece things up. I don't even think it's beef. It's just there was trust that was crossed, you know? Like there's some trust issue situations. And time will heal it, as long as, it doesn't just keep going with the back and forth. Let me know your thoughts on Adam22 also, man. A lot of people are thinking that Adam22 got in the head of China Mac, manipulated the whole situation. Some people are also thinking that Lupe is kind of, getting manipulated by the influence from Adam22. I've seen that in that comment section, in that feed. I don't know a lot about Lupe. One thing I do know is she got some banging ass tacos, though. I think she should open up her own taco shop, right? And if for some reason Lupe is watching this, or Momma Bear is watching this, I'm gonna put this out there one more time. The t-shirts that y'all are selling, right? Cripmac selling. You don't need a middleman to do that shit. Get the graphic designs, upload them on Teespring. You can link it right to the YouTube channel, and then right under the screen, they go ahead, click on it, buy it, check goes right to them, all right? Or goes right to you, and then you guys can send the bread, inside, all right? You don't need a middleman for some t-shirts, all right? And you don't even got to ship them. Everyone's doing all that work. That company is. There's another company called Redbubble, all right? So I'm trying to help y'all out, man. And anyone that's a content creator, you guys can make your own designs and then upload it, all right? So good luck, you know what I mean? Subscribe, watch more if you enjoy my content. We got the membership also. Show love, baby. And dig into the channel. We do a lot of interviews also. We interview rock stars, the wrestlers, the rappers. This channel is a mixed bag, but it's all about entertainment for the most part, man. I'm Dells. Follow me, DJ Dells, on Instagram. Peace and love out there. And yo, time is something you can never get back. So I thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you soon. Like, comment, share. Lets me know to continue following this story. And any other stories you want me to rock out to, please send them suggestions in the comments. Now click one of these boxes. Let's go. Yeah.